was my first miscarriage. It was very devastating. We actually conceived our daughter the first try.
If you're watching this video, you might be trying to get pregnant after having one or more kids with no success or have had a miscarriage. Recurrent losses and secondary infertility are more common than we think. In today's Fertility TV episode, I'm sharing a real case study, a story of hope from a member of my Hope program who was struggling to get pregnant after having 2 healthy natural pregnancies. As always, we'll listen to her while I share what we did for her to help her finally get pregnant, so that you can take notes and use it so you can get pregnant too. If you're new here, welcome to Fertility TV. I'm Dr. Sklar, also known as the fertility expert, and I'm here to help you understand your fertility and take the next steps towards starting your family. Over the last 21 years that I've been a natural fertility expert, I've helped many women just like you, and I'm excited to share what I've learned with them, with all of you. All right, so we are going to listen to what Amanda has to say and hear her story. Let's get started.
So my story starts out, basically I wasn't like a lot of women in the program where they don't have a baby or they're trying for their first baby. So for me, I have 2 sons that I conceived naturally with no issues. I was 32 when I had my first son, 34 when I had my second son. And so when my husband and I tried to have our third, I was about 36, 37 years old. And so we thought we would just conceive that baby naturally, quickly, with no issues. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. We did get pregnant after about 4 months of trying with our third, and then found out that unfortunately around 7.5, 8 weeks, that was a miscarriage. It was my first miscarriage. It was very devastating. I didn't really know. It kind of took me by surprise. I didn't really expect it to happen. By that point, I had just turned 37. And so I thought, okay, well, maybe this is just something, I'll just try again. I actually got pregnant without a cycle right after that miscarriage, like within 3 weeks. And it was actually by accident. We were on vacation. And, the whole saying goes, when you're on vacation, you're relaxed. And we, of course, got pregnant again, and then we miscarried that baby as well, right around the same time, 7.5, 8 weeks. So it was back to back in 2023, 2 miscarriages. And so being the person, I would say I'm more on the edge of type A. I really wanted to figure out what was going on. I didn't think I had any major health issues. Like my regular doctor said everything looked good, my blood work looked good. But that wasn't really, I think I had a gut feeling that wasn't really getting to the real detail of what was really going on. I think I needed more in-depth blood work, more kind of focus on what was happening. So
I have to stop her here. Absolutely, that gut feeling, I say this all the time, but we have to listen to our gut feeling. We have to listen to what it's telling us. We shouldn't push it down and suppress it and ignore it. She knew that she needed more. She knew that it wasn't, something felt wrong and she needed more answers. So that's where she began to look for more support so that she can get the answers that she deserved. We'll keep listening to what she has to say.
I actually saw Dr. Marc's videos on YouTube. And just being a person that's naturally into just fertility, all things like natural fertility, I was watching him already. And so I was like, when he talked about his Hope Fertility coaching program, I was like, I need to just see what this is about. And so I was watching testimonials. I was like Googling it, and really there was like great reviews. And so I was like, you know what, we have the money right now. Let's just invest and just do it. So I did it. I signed up in the summer of 2023. Come to find out, I actually ended up needing a dermoid cyst removed. So that was another surgery that I had to get done. So I was not really trying at the time. Got some blood work done, figured out I had some elevated natural killer cells. I had a clotting issue as well. That was something I was already kind of aware of. So from that, it really gave me a lot of information. And what really helped me when we were getting ready to try again, I was 37 years old, getting ready to try again with my husband to have our third baby, was just the focus on the diet and just lifestyle and mindset.
I'm going to stop her right here. So when we did some additional testing when she first started, because she had multiple losses, aside from our foundational testing, we do testing for autoimmune issues and we do testing for blood clotting factors. I actually didn't think, but at the time I didn't know that she suspected some blood clotting issues, but I didn't think she had them because typically those would have been found earlier. So I typically suspected that she had some sort of immune issue, which she did, but she also had a blood clotting issue. Then I learned, because she told me that that was there. And so now that we have that information, an immune issue, blood clotting issue, she also had a couple of other things, low DHEA, her cortisol levels and stress were a factor. And so we needed to manage those things. Once we have all of that, and she'll go into it in just a moment, that's how her diet, like she mentioned, her lifestyle, and the things she's about to mention here, that's how all of that gets customized and framed for her specific needs, right? It's not like she gets the same diet that everybody else gets, but she's going to get recommendations for a diet that are appropriate because of the findings that we have, and that's going to be more suited for her. Same thing with all of our recommendations. So those things are blended to her needs and customized to her based on the findings that we have so that we can improve her DHEA, regulate her cortisol and her hormones, and help her immune system so it's not fighting against the implantation and the pregnancy. That's the beauty of what we were able to do for her. We'll keep listening.
After, only 6 weeks of just shifting my diet to just more clean eating in general, we actually conceived our daughter on the first try. So that was we were really fortunate for that. And now, she's now 5 months old, our daughter. And so it was just a beautiful experience that the program itself was helpful, just with all the information, all the blood work, and all the knowledge that I've gotten from the program. And then just focusing on my diet was another big thing that really helped. And just knowing that there was somebody there for you that was like going to bat for you, and just really kind of like, it's just like having that extra support system that was really needed. And I think that was the biggest thing out of all of this, is just I have people that know where I've been and that can help me and can support me through something that can be really tough for a lot of people, especially going through like loss and really wanting to get pregnant and everybody around you is getting pregnant. So it was just really, really a good thing for me. It was a very supportive program.
Yeah, so that's one of the biggest things we hear, is that just having somebody like me or the group to lean on when you have questions, and to know that other people understand and are there to support you through that process, that is invaluable. And she said that. And it's not just invaluable to get pregnant, but once you get pregnant and you've had a history of losses like she has, it's scary, right? So having someone to lean on to help guide you and support you through that process, to make sure that you're doing all the right things, to ask the questions, what do I need to ask my OB? How do I get the support that I need? Those are the things that for Amanda and others are hugely important, because I am there every step of the way to make sure she not only got pregnant, but to make sure that she stayed pregnant. That is really so important in this situation, and to make sure that she got the support that she needed along the way. And we'll keep listening.
And yeah, I have nothing but great things. I always recommend it to people that are going through their own fertility struggles. And I'm glad I reached out for support when I did, because now my daughter's here. And so it's just, our family is, I feel right now, complete. So yeah, I think a lot of people have that mindset too. It's like, well, I already have 1 or 2 kids. I should be happy with what I have. For anybody that feels in their heart that third child, or that another child should be part of their family, part of their world, I would say just trust that, and like know that child is meant for you, and that, you can do everything in your power to get to where you want to go. For me, that was my experience. Like, I always knew that this baby was going to be a part of our lives. And yeah, going through what I went through, as awful as it was going through miscarriage, now that I have my daughter, I couldn't imagine my life any other way.
Yeah, and that's what we hear often, right? The biggest message that I take from her is listen to your gut. Trust yourself, trust what it's telling you, and how to move forward, right? She knew that she needed more support and more answers, and she trusted herself to find that and to get it. But she also knew that she needed one more child, right? And she listened to that as well. And that was really valuable and important for her. We all are on our own paths and our own journeys, but we all need support along the way. We all need guides or coaches to lift us up, to support us, to hug us, to hold us, to get us to that goal that we're looking for. And in Amanda's case, that was her third child. My question for all of you is, where do you need support? How do you need to be held up and supported? What is it that you need along the way to get the results that you want? Comment below, let me know. Let me know what you thought about Amanda's story. Let me know a little bit about your story and how we can support you. Having miscarriages at any point in your journey does not mean you can't make your dreams come true. This is your body talking to you, telling you that something needs to change. And with the right strategies, you can make meaningful changes that improve your chances of conceiving and holding a healthy pregnancy. If you're ready to take control of your fertility journey and want a personalized approach to improve your chances of getting pregnant, I invite you to apply to work with me and my team. Click on the link in the description below, answer a few questions, and we will see if you qualify for a free call to uncover what's holding you back and how we can help you achieve your dream of becoming a mom. You are not alone in this, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't wait, apply, and let's work together to make your dream of motherhood be a reality. To keep learning about your fertility, keep watching these hope stories from other members of my program. I will leave the link in the description below for you. Until the next video, stay fertile.